It's the top of the hour. It's 11 o'clock. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jeff Wong from eXp Realty, your 2022 Education Committee Vice Chair. A few quick housekeeping items before we get started. All participants will be muted in the meeting. Should you have any questions, please enter them into the chat box. The speaker will answer your question during the Q&A toward the end. This session is being recorded and will be available on our YouTube channel, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. My co-host Cecilia Wen will introduce our topic and guest speaker. Cecilia, the floor is yours.
Okay, sure. Good morning, everybody. Happy Chinese Lantern Festival, as well as the Chinese Valentine's Day. Today, our good luck Feng Shui tips for 2022 will be presented by Master Alex Z. Master Alex Z has been serving as Feng Shui article writer to Hong Kong Beauty Professional magazine for 7 years. Job 853.com, monthly magazine for 4 years, and Mega Life magazine. More than 8,000 learners have benefited from Master Alex's teachings. Master Alex is also a certified coach as well as certified meditation and mindfulness teacher. Let's welcome Master Alex. Master Alex, here is your time to share.
All right, okay. Happy New Year. Thank you. It's so nice to see you guys here. Let me share my screen with you guys. So can you guys see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so glad we can meet here. So right now we are still in pandemic. So there's some forecast. There's something we can do to let you know, hey, what's going on to this year. Okay, for 2022, the forecast style we're going to use is this one. It's we call the Wong De Ging Sai. Actually, this is a really nice and professional and like a systematic tools. It divided by different scenario, like a 鐵板神數, like a 梅花易數. And one of the branches that I'm using a lot is we call the numerical Feng Shui. Before we want to know something about you, we need to read your face or palms or date of birth. Those are really traditional calculation. Those are for happen like have long history. But that one, the numerical Feng Shui is something new one because we can apply to the cell phone. Right now, just by looking at your cell phone number, we know something about you. So this is something amazing. Maybe after that, we can do some tests to do that. And if you want to better luck, you need to have a good cell phone number. You must base on your date of birth and your preference to change. Let's say you want to change to have a better in like a money fortune, health, family relationship, like and other area. That numerical Feng Shui can help you. If you want, you can call me later on. I will help you out. So this system is happening in like a 11th century, but this is a really awesome one. Okay, let me show you more. There's a little bit complicated, but let me just explain to you like in a simple way. It uses a system is called a 圓會運勢. It's actually is一個圓 is equal to 12 會, and 一個會 is equal to 31, and 一個運 is equal to the 12 side. And totally it add up to a cycle is 129,600 years is a one cycle. So this is the prediction that we are going to use it. Okay, here is more detailed one. It's more applied to us. Okay, right now we are in the big trend. The big trend is from 1744 up to 2103. This is we call the 天風救卦. This is something amazing. You see that above the 5 one is a solid one. You can interpret like this, a really simple one. This solid one is like a male, and then this the middle is like a broken one is a female. So female we have one portion, and then male we have a 5 portion. And in that kind of system, actually the minority have to say got a louder word to say. So it said that, hey, ladies have a more and more social status, more and more like a political influence in this 360 year. It all also affected right now. So we will expect to have a more and more like a females leader. Even for us, maybe we will have a females president in a really, really soon time. So we can use that kind of system to get some prediction. And also for the middle trend, which is from 1984 up to 2043, this 60 years is in charge by this, we call it 火風鼎卦. This actually represent like some container with 3 different legs, like a tripod to support that container, this really, really important container. And this tripod, the 3 legs is represent 3 really important like economy and country to run the show. One of the leg is definitely is United States, and then the second is China, the third one is Russia. So these 3 countries is running the show. And then this is a small trend. It in charge like 10 years. So in these 10 years, it will affected by this, we call the 山風古卦. And this 卦象 is actually saying that, hey, this is something related to like when you go, I'm sure you can hear something. Let's say if a guy go to like a Southeast Asia and then have some dating to a girl and then later on dump her, and then the girl will take revenge, is do something to like a damn the guy, is actually talking about that one. And this one is also related to virus, bacteria, that kind of things. So we can predict that the pandemic will not end really, really soon. It will wait until like a next year, then we'll have some like the impact for the pandemic will become less and less influence to us. Okay, here is the most important one. This is talking about this year. This year, the 卦象 is 水火既濟. I'm sorry it's in Chinese, but this is the original. But let me explain to you in English. The most important is 初吉中亂. It means that at the beginning, everything is good, it's perfect, no problem, it's fantastic. But at the end, something horrible will happen. So in this year, the early beginning is good, but the later part is not really good. So we need to prepare for that one. Okay, here we go. We have a more like a detailed forecast. Okay, for the pandemic, definitely the Omicron is not the last variant of concern. We have a more and more variant of concern, more and more like a serious variant will show up. So we need to prepare for that one. Make sure you have your own protection and do whatever you can to protect yourself. And we have a more and more other virus is showing. So some virus maybe will surprise you, who knows? But we will understand that more and more different kind of a virus, bacteria will show up. Okay, for the international forecast, here is some details for you guys. This year, we will experience lots of like assassination in other country, not us, and crops in other country, like other small country. They'll have a lot of like a change for their power, for the political. So we can expect that. And for us, for United States, for United Kingdom and China, this year, we will experience a big change in this year. So we are not talking about like a far, far away, just talking about this year. There's some huge change in this 3 countries. And definitely this year is not a safe year. It's not like a really peaceful year. We'll have a high risk of war, not just Russia and Ukraine, but we still have other war issues. So be prepared for that one. And we will experience this like a higher civilization is getting more and more influence to us. So this is something amazing, something special this year. Okay, for the economic forecast. Okay, we can expect that the first part is really good, it's awesome. But at the end, something will happen. So it's not really stable. So if you're going to invest in the stock market or other market, you need to prepare for the risk. There's too much ups and downs, too much change for the market. And we will still have this supply chain issue. It won't just go away. We will have it. And this year, we'll still have a suffering from this supply chain issue. And we can experience this inflation issue too. When you go to the gas station, when you go to the grocery store, go to the supermarket, you can feel that. When you pay at the cashier, you can feel that. We have a more and more serious inflation issue this year. And for some country, not us, we have this energy shortage issue. So this is something special this year. Okay, for us, we are like a realtor association. So the property market is so important. So here is a more detail for the property market. For the first half year, everything is still good. Although we still have ups and downs, but still good. But we will expect that, hey, there's something happen. Something is is going to happen. Maybe at the end of this year or early next year, there's some major adjustment will happen. So be prepared for that one. And for us, there's a huge natural disaster concern for us. So be prepared for that one. A special earthquake. We're talking about like a Japan, like a Taiwan for the area and other area. There's a huge earthquake. Even for us, we have this risk for earthquake issue and volcano issue too, and flooding and drought. So this is really like a dilemma. Some areas too much water, but for us, we don't have enough water. And hill fire issue and tornado issue too. And also there's some food shortage for some other country. So I suggest if you can talk to your insurance people to make sure you have the enough protection for you and for your house and for your business, that it will help. Okay, here is a more detail for the Feng Shui of United States. There's a reason. I was born in China and then I was an immigrant to United States. There's a reason why I choose United States. Actually, United States is really, really good in Feng Shui. So that's why I choose United States. And here is the details for you guys, so you have a more idea. Okay, before we say that, we need to have some basic understanding for the Feng Shui concept. Right now, we are in the lower session. The lower session is 7, 8, and 9. Right now, we are in number 8 in charge period. In this 20 year, from 2004 up to 2024, this 20 year is in charge by number 8. The previous 20 year is number 7. The next 20 year is number 9. So each number will in charge like 20 years. And this number is something special. So here is a detail. In here, you can see that from this 三命通會 is that actually this number 8 is belong to hand. So in this 20 year, hand will in charge for us. The previous one is a mouth. The next one is like a fire, electricity, high-tech one. Okay, let me explain to you more detail. Right now, we are in charge by the hand. So you can imagine that in any industry concerning using the hand, let's say foot massage, I'm not sure whether you like it or not, body massage, eyelash extension, like nail salon, all those using by hand is so popular in this 20 year because it's number 8 in charge and number 8 is belong to hand. And the previous one is number 7. Number 7 is belong to the mouth. So karaoke is so popular before. I love to sing karaoke too, but right now it's not so popular because it's gone, because it's number 7, it's previous one. Right now it's number 8. And number 9 is coming to in charge really, really soon. Just like 2 years later, number 9 will be in charge. And number 9 is belong to the fire, the electricity, all those like a high-tech computer one. So computer science, cybersecurity, data analysis, 5G, AI, those kind of things will be so popular at that moment. Although right now it's so popular, but later on it's even more and more popular. So let's say if you have a kid or you have some sibling, you want them to have a good study, you can suggest them, hey, maybe they can focus on like a computer related science. Right now we have some job is replaced by the machine. But let's say if you're doing some computer related job, it will never replaced by any machine because you need to run the machine, you need to maintain the machine. So it's really, really good. So anything concerning computer will be so popular at that moment. Okay, and this is the number. Okay, let me go to the more details here. Okay, right now we are number 8 in charge period. Number 8 in charge period is something special. If let's say the northeast corner there's a mountain, we call it the 精神方. It's good to the population. It's good for the people. It's good for the health. So for us, we are here. We're in California, Los Angeles. In our northeast corner, we have 2 mountains. The first one is the Sierra Nevada, and then the second one is the Rocky Mountain. So California, we have the biggest population among other states, and we have a really, really good people in California because we have a good mountain here. And opposite to the 精神方 is we call the 靈神方. If there's a water, it's good for money luck. So the southwest corner. And for us, you can see that for our southwest corner, we have the biggest ocean on the planet, which is the Pacific Ocean. This is something amazing. We have the biggest ocean. So just for California, just for this state, the GDP, the economy is so huge. It's just like a country because we have a good people and we have a good money fortune here. The Pacific Ocean really, really help us a lot. So we can interpret by these Feng Shui terms. And for the next session is number 9 we're in charge. So number 9 in charge, there's some change, but for California, it's still good. But here is some tips for you. If you're going to invest in the property or if you want to move to other states, here is some tips for you. So for the next session from 2024 up to 2044, there's some states will be really, really good. The first thing is, okay, if the south, we have a mountain is good, but for us, we can't have that situation because south have a mountain is not for us. But there's 2 areas with water is good for money luck. The first one is the north. The north is the best. If there's a water, it's good for the money luck. So we can see that here, all those like Illinois, Ohio, Chicago, those areas, the north, we have water because we have the Great Lake area over there. So it's good for the money luck at that time. And this southeast corner is another area to 招神方. If there's a water, it's also good for money luck. So for us, we can see that in the Gulf of Mexico, I mean Texas, and also here the Atlanta area, like Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, that area, because in the southeast corner, there's some water, so it's also good for the money luck. And no matter how the luck, how the flying star is changing, just for United States is really, really awesome. You know why? Because we have a really, really unique Feng Shui characteristic, unique Feng Shui style. So when we're talking about the Feng Shui, it's all related to the mountain and ocean. The mountain is related to the health, to the population, to the people. So we have 3 important mountains. The Sierra Nevada is close to us, and then the Rocky Mountain, which is really awesome one, and then the East Coast, we have the Appalachian Mountain. These 3 mountains is the base, the root for the Feng Shui of United States. So this is something amazing. And apart from that, we still have a lot of water element in United States. So it's let us become a good nation. We have the Pacific Ocean on the west, we have the Atlantic Ocean on the east, and then on the southeast area, we have the Gulf of Mexico. And the most important is here. In the northeast corner, we have we call the Great Lake area, the 5 Great Lake. Actually, in this area, this 5 Great Lake is the biggest water reserve on the planet. And here is the difference. This Great Lake area, the water is a fresh water. We can drink it. We can water our garden. We can use it. This ocean water is like a salty water. We can't use it directly, but it's also good. But this is the most important one. You know why? Here is the basic for the Feng Shui theory. The Feng Shui theory is talking about this one. It's talking about, we call it the 5 element. This 5 element is so important and is all related to the Feng Shui. We have the springtime and the yeast, we use the wood element to represent. Wood is like a growing, like a green. So we use it as a springtime and then as the yeast corner. And then the wood will generate the fire. And then the fire is represent like a summertime, is represent for the south area. The south is belong to the fire element. And then the fire will generate the earth element. The earth is like a brown in color. And in the traditional lunar calendar, 3, 6, 9, 12 is belong to those like a earth element. So it's in between different seasons, like from spring to summer, in between is an earth element. From summer to autumn, in between is earth element. And from autumn to winter, in between is earth element. And from winter to spring, in between is earth element. There's like a transition is in between. And later on, the earth element will generate the metal element. The metal element is represent the east at the west and also represent the autumn. And the metal element will generate the water element. And the water element actually is representing the north and also represent the winter time. So this is a cycle. If we skip one, the water skip the wood will hurt the fire. So if we skip one, it will hurt it will hurt each other. But if we want to generate this 5 element energy, just using this cycle is good. And you can see that on this like a 5 element Feng Shui chart, we can see that the most important actually is the wood energy because it represents springtime. And wood is the only element that has like a living energy. Where fire, earth, metal, and water, they are good, they're element. But wood, they're more than element because there's some living cell, living organism, plants, green plants, they can grow, they can die because there's some living energy. So if we want to start this 5 element Feng Shui energy, we need to start on the wood. So this is something important. And we know that water can generate the wood, but just like when you in the morning you water your garden using the fresh water, so here we cannot use the ocean water to water your garden because it's salty. We cannot use it. We can only use this fresh water to water your garden. So actually this 5 lake area is the Feng Shui energy for United States. This is the most important, and it's close to the East Coast. So for the economy, we are more or less based on the East Coast, and the East Coast start to grow first because this 5 lake area is close to the East Coast. But don't worry, we are like a united in like one country. So this 5 lake area will also help us to generate more Feng Shui energy. So this is something amazing. And by the way, you know that for United States, we are really like a young country. We still have just have a 200 to 300 years history. But in this short development, United States become the biggest nation in terms of the economy, in terms of the military forces. We run the show because we have a really good Feng Shui energy. And this Feng Shui energy is just in the beginning. We still have more to come. So people will say that, hey, right now, other countries just like competing to United States, and maybe later on will like replace the status of United States. I can tell you, it won't happen in like in our life. Maybe later on, I'm not sure. But right now, in this moment, it's not going to happen in like a really soon time frame. So don't worry of it. We move to United States is a really good move, and it's a smart move. So this is a really amazing. And just for if you want to have some like an international customer, just ask them to buy the property in the United States to invest here. It's never it will never goes wrong because we have a really good Feng Shui energy here. Okay, the next session we're going to talk about is the 2022 the Feng Shui setting is really, really important to us. But before we say that, we need to do more like a understanding for the Feng Shui chart. We are using the 9 flying star, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because this 9 flying star, it will change every single year. So, but this year it go to the original place. So something will special, something will happen. But before we say that, we need to have a more understanding for something that people will always missing. The first thing is the fee killings. The fee killings is so important. And in this area, in this year, it will go all the way to the north. Actually, before we talk about before we study the Feng Shui, we will say that, hey, let's say my house is south facing. But after you study the Feng Shui, you will see that, hey, you're talking about your house is south facing, but how south? Because we have at least south number 1, south number 2, and south number 3. So this is a really simple idea for like a little bit advanced, not really advanced, just a little bit advanced function. We'll separate the area by 3 different sections, 1, 2, 3. So we have a 24 section. We call it the 24 mountains concept. So it's more like an accurate, more like a detailed one. So the 3 killings this year, it go to the northeast, northwest number 3. This is the northwest to the north. And then it go all the way to the north 1, north 2, north 3, and then to the northeast 1. Northeast 1 is the northeast to the north. This 5 area will affected by these 3 killings. And the northeast 3, the north 2, the northeast 1 is the exactly 3 killings coming. The north 1 and north 3 is just in between the 3 killings. So will also be affected by this 3 killings energy. And there's a 5 area in terms of this 24 session, 24 mountain. So 5 out of 24 will affected by these 3 killings. And this Tai Shui is go to all the way to the northeast number 3, which is the northeast to the east. And opposite to the Tai Shui is the Shui Po. It go all the way to the southwest 3, which is the southwest to the west. And here, I just want to share with you the original style. This is the most original style. It's in Chinese version, but I will explain it to you in English. So you have a more understanding, hey, what's going on, what we're talking about. Is that this is the Tai Shui. So the Tai Shui is talking about this northeast number 3 area. So it's really, really simple. You go back to your home, you find the middle area, the middle point in your home, and then you use your cell phone. You use your cell phone and then use the compass and then find this northeast to the east. Then you can find the Tai Shui area. And here is the details. Is that this Tai Shui area is 宜坐不宜向，避之為吉，犯則禍大且咎. So you said that this Tai Shui area, you can stay in here and facing the southwest 3, but you cannot do the opposite because it's really bad. And the best idea is stay away from here, stay away from here. If not, if you do something crazy over there, let's say you do the construction in the northeast number 3, or you do some make this area really like a dirty, like a stink, with a stinky smell, then you are against this Tai Shui area. And instead that 禍大且咎, you will have a huge disaster, and the disaster will last for long time. So don't do that. This is the most important area. Don't against it. Okay, the next area is the Shui Po. The Shui Po is here. Another name is 七殺. 切不可犯，否則須看年月太陽貴人鹿馬等吉神飛到方可，否則其空立言. It said that you cannot do any crazy thing, construction or whatever in this southwest 3 area this year. If you want to do that, you need to calculate the days really seriously. If not, you will have a huge issue. So be prepared for that one. Don't do any construction over there. And the most important is the 三殺. It said that 宜向不宜坐. 如果收自丙午未, if you touch that area, 犯 即為犯殺，雖有吉神能方，不能化解。So if you do a construction in this north area, the northwest 3 up to do those northeast 1 area, you do some construction on north, you will have a big disasters coming. And here is the yearly fee killings. We still have the monthly fee killing. So every month there's some different. If you touch against this monthly fee killings, it said that 凶禍立現，遲則1月，速則順日. So it said that if you touch these fee killings, you will have a huge disaster within a month. Maybe few days you will show it. So don't do that. Don't against them. So this is something very important. So here is a more detail for the different session. So I will let you know. Okay, the first thing we're talking about is the number 1 fire star. Number 1 fire star is go all the way to the north, this area. And number 1 is a really, really good start. Here is the details. If you want to look for the original, this is the detail. This number 1 is belong to the water energy, and then it's a really good start this year in this number 8 in charge period. So it's pretty good. But we need to be careful because the north, we have a few killings over there. So we don't want to do some crazy thing or don't want to generate too much the energy of number 1 because we don't want to against the few killings. And there's one way you can do that because it's water element. So in the north, you can grow like some water bamboo, like put some water bamboo on both sides. Then that will help. So it will help us to use this number 1. And the next one we are going to talk about is the number 2. The number 2, it go all the way to the southwest. So number 2 is here. Number 2 is belong to the, we call the start of like a sickness. We'll make sure have a sick health issue, and it's not really good for ladies too. So here is the details. And you go all the way to the southwest. So here in the southwest, we need to have like a lot of metal energy because the metal can weaken those those are sick earth issue. And in this southwest field, because this soil point over there, so make sure in this area you keep it like a clean and nice, and make it like a ventilation is good, nothing's crazy over there, then it will help. Okay, the next thing we are talking about is number 3. Number 3 is go all the way to the east this year, and number 3 is belong to the, we call the start of an argument. The start of like a lawsuit. It's not a really good start. And this start is belong to the earth energy. So we need to weaken it. We need to neutralize this like a bad luck wood energy for number 3. So in this east area, we need to have like a more fire energy. You can put some like a wet decoration, wet carpet, something wet pillows, or like a 24 hours lighting on the east. It will help to weaken this bad luck wood energy. Okay, the next thing is number 4. Number 4 is a good one. Here is the detail. Number 4 is good. Is related to the study, to education. It's same as number 4. 1 and 4 together is good for education, good for study. Or if you are going to do like an administration work or office job, number 4 and number 1 is also good for you. Hey, we are talking about number 4 here. And number 4 will belong to the wood energy. So we can do something to enhance this wood energy. You can put some like a water decoration, water element on the southeast, or you can put some like a 4 pieces of water bamboo in those southeast area. You can help to even more generate this good luck wood energy, so it will help. Okay, the next thing we are going to talk about is number 5. Number 5 is we call the start of a disaster. Is the most important, the most question, the most problem come from number 5. Number 2 is the start of a sickness, health, and number 5 is actually the biggest start of a health issue of sickness. So we definitely we need to neutralize it. We need to handle this number 5. And this number 5 is belong to the earth energy, and it go all the way to the middle. So this is double the earth power, the unlucky earth power. So you need to make sure the middle of your house or your office, there's no water element over there. There's no moving water, no water fountain, nothing. And there's no wet color, no wet decoration here. And you need to put lots of like a metal energy, like a metal decoration to neutralize this number 5. Then you will help. Okay, the next thing we're talking about is number 6. Number 6 is belong to the metal energy. This is good. This is good for like if doing like a military job, like or you're working for you have some friends working for like a police officer or fireman officer. This is a good start for them. And this start is also good for your reputation. If you want to build up your reputation, you need to enhance this number 6. It's go all the way to the northwest, but make sure that you don't touch this area, northeast, northwest 3, because this is 3 killings. The only 2 areas you can touch is northwest number 2 and northwest number 1. This is the area you can touch. You can put more like a metal energy to help, or you can put some like a earth energy to generate the number 6, then you will help. Okay, the next thing we are talking about is number 7. Number 7 is belong to the metal energy, is we call the start of a robbery, start of a thief. It's not really good for your money luck. So we need to neutralize it. And this year it go all the way to the west. So here we need to put more like a water energy. You can put like a cup of water, fresh water, and change it every single day to neutralize this bad luck number 7 energy. It will help. The next thing is actually is really, really good. Is number 8. Number 8 is the best start in this session. We call the number 8 in charge session, which is from 2004 up to 2024. In this 20 year, number 8 is the best. And it related to your money luck, it related to lots of a good energy. But this year, there's something embarrassing because it's go all the way to the northeast. In here, you can see that the northeast one, which is the northeast to the north, there's some 3 killings, really, really bad luck, negative energy. And then there's a northeast 3 is the Tai Shui. So there's only one area you can use it, which is the northeast number 2. If you have a confidence, you can do some setting over there. If not, we just need to do like some green plants over there to help generate more like a earth energy, and then to neutralize this 3 killings energy, then you will help. And the next area is number 9. Number 9 is a really, really good flying start in this period. It related to like some happiness, some like a celebration. If you are looking for girlfriend, boyfriend, this start, you need to make sure of it. This is a really good, because it's good for love, and it's also good for happiness. Let's say if you want to have a baby, if you want to have a baby boy or baby girl, you need to make sure you make use of this start. And this year, it go all the way to the south. So the best idea is you can move your home office to the south, move your like a kid, like a study room, study area to the south, or you can use some like a red color, like a lighting to further generate this number 9, then you will definitely help. So this is really good. In this year, number 9, the south area is the best area, okay? So if you want to learn more about the traditional Feng Shui, I have a book in Amazon.com. It's called Practical Feng Shui 101. You can go there to download it. You have a more detail for some general Feng Shui tips. And if you want to have some video, I have some new YouTube channel. It's called Practical Feng Shui by Master Alexi. You can go to YouTube to watch it. I have a different video to post it, like a Zodiac luck, like a home office, like a kitchen, like a front door, like a master bedroom. So you can go there to check it out. And here we have a more detail. If you want to have a more Feng Shui tips, you can also go to my website. This is my website, and there's a free Feng Shui tips for 2022. It's free for you to download. Yes, have more detail. Yes, you have the Zodiac sign. We have some 2023 Feng Shui setting, this year Feng Shui guides, Feng Shui tips for increasing your business, home office Feng Shui setting for this year, business meeting Feng Shui setting, master bedroom Feng Shui tips for your landscape, for your garden, Feng Shui tips for help you to find a true love, Feng Shui tips for the harmonic family relationship. You can go to my website to download. It's free of charge. And if you want to have a more like a personal, professional consultation, you can call me based on your date of birth, your face reading, past reading, your cell phone number. Anything unsure, we'll use this traditional forecast because the definition to help you to answer your question. And we can also do some like a Feng Shui setting to help you. So here is more detail. I just want to let you know, hey, for the Feng Shui, the direction is so important. Let's say your house is south-facing, but you can see that from 157.6 to 202.5 is south-facing. Just 191 to 190, there's some difference. So the area, the direction is so critical in traditional Feng Shui setting. And I also can provide some corporate consultation, let's say organization development and strategy, business transformation, conflict resolution, leadership management, human resources, occupational safety. You can also call me marketing. And also, if you have a land, you want to build a house, I can help you for the land selection, architects, landscape, interior design, groundbreaking, date selection. I can help you out. And I can also help you for the business advisory. I can also provide coaching for using a metaphysics Feng Shui style to help you. And I also provide some meditation and mindfulness program. So if you want, you can call me. I will help you out. And the last session for us, we don't have time to go for everything, but the last session here is the Zodiac. Right now in 2022, actually the best Zodiac sign is horse. If you guys are born in this period, your Zodiac is a horse. And for this lunar calendar, actually the cutoff day is the February. February 4th is most likely, sometimes the February 3rd, sometimes the February 5th. But from 3 to 5 February is the cutoff. So let's say if you're born in 1978, February 5th, your Zodiac definitely is a horse. But let's say if you are born in 1978, January, not February, your Zodiac is a snake, it's not a horse. So February is the cutoff. For this one, more detail, you can go to my website to download the Feng Shui guides that have more details for this one. But just for horse itself, there's some detail we can tell. For horse, is the best this year. And there's some we call the congenital advantage, which is when the time you're born, you will have it. You don't need to do anything. You just have it naturally. So we call it the congenital advantage for horse. The horse is really optimistic and talkative. So when you have you have an upset, if you don't feel good, you find a horse, so the horse to talk to them, you will feel good. And so the horses also have a warm heart, will help his fans and family out. So this is a really good one. And horses also enjoy the freedom. So this is amazing. And horse is born to be a leader. It's born to be like a good public speaker. So this is something amazing. And so the horse also have lots of different ideas for different things. So if you have some issue, some question, you can brainstorm with a horse, then he will give you a really good creative idea to solve your issue. And so the horses also have a good ambition. They will set a target and go for it and get it done. And we still have some congenital disadvantage for zodiac horse. Sometimes for some horses, they care too much for others. So they put themselves into second position. It's not really good for themselves, but it's good for other people. And sometimes for some horses, they don't have the lack of this persistence. They cannot set a goal and go for it and do it at the end. So in the middle, there's some change. And for some horse, there's some difficulty to keep a secret. So if you have a deep secret, I suggest you, before you share to a zodiac horse, think of it first. Okay, if you're a zodiac horse, you need to find tiger and dog for your team. They're really, really good for business team. This three triangle, tiger, dog, and horse, they're good combination. And if you want to find a girlfriend or boyfriend, gold is the perfect one for the soulmate. And in your team, you need to stay away from rat, ox, and rabbit. They're not really good for your team, especially for rat. They're against you always. And if you're horse, you can make use of this good luck timing from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Those are really, really good. And here, there's something we need to pay attention. Let's say if you're born in Taiwan, if let's say for me, I'm born in China. So this timing, the Taiwan timing, the China timing will always affecting me, although I move here. But here, the California timing is also affecting me. So there's a both timing, you need to adjust it to balance it. And you need to stay away from this bad luck timing from 11 p.m. up to 3 a.m., from 5 a.m. up to 7 a.m. Do not schedule anything important in this bad luck timing. If you have something important to do, try all your best to use those good luck timing. Let's say if you have a contract you want to sign, you have a lawsuit you want to win, you have like a surgery you want to success, stay away from this bad luck timing and use the good luck timing. It will help. And the overall forecast for horse, we can see that this is a good timing for horse. There's a lot of different opportunity, but you need to analyze it carefully because there's not every single one is good. Some is good, some is bad. And you can enjoy your life and have more fun. And be careful for unnecessary conflict and lawsuits. Just this area, you need to be careful. And for financial forecast, you have a good money, fortune, luck, good energy over there. So make sure you invest properly, you invest like smartly and watch the market closely. And you will also have a different like an investment opportunity show up. So grab it, make sure of it. And also there's some career forecast too. There's some new career opportunity coming. So if you want to change a job or even you want to start your new business, 2022 is a good timing for you. So grab it and don't waste it. And this year is a time to develop your true like a personal charming. If you want to be like a real leader, this year is really, really good for you. And it's not bad for you to have some change this year. Okay, for the love forecast, the energy is quite strong. If you're still single, your better half maybe just waiting for you. You need to explore more, to have a more like a exposure. Then your true love may show up this year. And in terms of the family forecast, maybe you have some historical issue, and this year is a good year for you to solve it. So grab it, don't waste it. And the last thing is the health forecast. So you have some minority like a discomfort and sickness issue. So take care of it, especially the digestion system. Make sure of it and be careful for the COVID. And here is the forecast for the horse. And we still have a forecast for other zodiac, but this time we don't have time to go for every single one. But what you can do is you can go to my website to download this free Feng Shui tips here. So you have more details for you. And next time we can talk about like ATU and Feng Shui, like some land selection, how to find a land, and then some architect Feng Shui too. I leave it for next time. And here is my details. Let me put you on the chat box so you have a more, you guys can contact me anytime. And so thank you for your time. So if you have anything, you can you can ask right now.
Hi, Master Alex, I didn't see any question, but for me, I just wonder because they also mentioned this year is the water tiger.
Yes.
So what's the difference?
The water tiger is based on this this calculation. Because we use the 5 element. We use the 5 element to represent. So there's some year is a water tiger. Every 12 years there's some different. We have a water tiger, we have like a metal tiger, we have a fire tiger, we have earth tiger, and this year is the water tiger. So this is something amazing. If you want to understand more, in my Feng Shui tips book, there's a more detail and it's a free of charge. There's some more explanation for this water tiger and more detail over there. You can go there, download.
Yeah, because you just mentioned about this year, we might have, some wars among the world, among those countries, right?
Yes. Yes.
So water tiger might be not so fierce. So might be a little bit better, right? Better than like a fire tiger or whatever, or gold tiger.
Actually, water tiger is not a nice tiger. You see that water is strong, and there's a two type of water. This water is a yam yan. Is a more like a yang. It's a more like a different style. There's two type of water. One is like the river. It's a strong and huge, and then the other water is like the wing, like that one. So this water is like the river, have a strong water energy, will flush everything out. So it's a huge like energy over there.
Okay, thank you. And I remember that last year you mentioned about for those houses facing. So last year is good on the west, right?
Yes.
And this year, so
this year is good for
direction?
the south. South is
For
the
the
number
south.
9 is 5 all the way to the south. So the south is good corner. If let's say your house is south facing, or the front door is on the south, or the garage door is on the south, this is a good area. Or you can relocate your home office to the south. It will also help.
Yeah, okay, good. And all those information, are they in Chinese version or English version?
This one is English version. I translate everything in English.
Oh, I see. So do you have anything in Chinese version? I think much more easier to understand.
I have my first book is in Chinese version. If you want, I can give you one, so you can study that. It's good for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Cecilia.
So any other questions? Please put into the chat box.
Hi.
Okay,
Thank you.
good for Frank.
Yeah, I think those are all the questions. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Cecilia.
Thank you.
On behalf of West and Gabriel Valley Realtors, we would like to thank Feng Shui Master Alex Z for being our guest speaker and for your informative presentation today.
Thank you, Jeff.
Okay.
Thank you,
Cecilia.
Thank you.
Master.
Thanks for having me here.
Next time.
See you next time.
So right before we go, I just want to make a quick announcement. We have an amazing lineup of useful and interesting upcoming classes. The top 3 classes are How to Get IRS Off Your Client's Back and Look Like a Hero by Mike Arenas. He's an EA tax resolution specialist. Our 2022 Real Estate Outlook presented by Oscar Wei, Deputy Chief Economic for CAR on February 23rd. 2022 Real Estate Legal Update presented by Paul Chang on March 1st. Other than that, we look forward to seeing you all there. Till then, goodbye. Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.